Guys, today I have for you something really spicy. All the toughest enemies in Division 2, such as Chungus, Rogue Agents, Hunters, will call you Big Boss and will ask for permission to leave the Division 2 servers. This setup absolutely slaps and you will inject fear in every goddamn enemy. Legendary rooms will be cleared in couple seconds, survivability is absolutely off charts, you have ridiculous DPS output and some crowd control as well. So all these goodies in one setup and you can run around without shield. Uncle Butcher in the building with another one. If you love spicy barbecue chicken setups, then this one is what you need, guys. I'm using Clutch. Yes, you heard me right, my beautiful bastard. I'm using Clutch talent with Spotter combination and Vector, because on this Vector you can use linked laser pointer attachment and that will activate Spotter, that's amplified weapon damage, super dope synergy, and Clutch by itself is not that great, but if you will throw in the mix Hunter's Fury gear set bonus, that's game over. From Hunter's Fury gear set you will get on kill 20% armor back, that will trigger of course Clutch, because on kill you will get armor back by shooting, and the synergy between Clutch and Vector as well is amazing because you need high crit chance and of course high fire rate to get armor back really quickly, and Vector is the best gun for this purpose. 1200 RPM will do magical things for you, and like I said, you don't need shield in this one. It's absolutely ridiculous setup, but sometimes shit can hit the fan, and for those occasions you could use shield or maybe revive hive. So you have a couple options, or use decoy. I mean, this build is absolutely dope and it's kinda out of the box because actually I have some decent protection from elites in this one, and my secondary weapon will one tap non-elite enemies. So I'm covered everywhere with this build, and crowd control, as you see, is absolutely nuts. And of course right now we have reanimated the global event and you can have ridiculous time with this setup. But before we continue, quick word from today's sponsor, Diving.net. If you're looking for any weapon in Division 2 universe, these guys can help you all, or maybe you don't have time simply for the grind. Diving.net guys can help you all. These guys have been working for many years, they have tons of customer reviews, you can check everything by yourself, but now with my promo code RBDIV you will have 15% discount on absolutely all servers. It's an amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy Christmas sales, so hey, maybe check these guys out. But now let's get back to this big boss build, and I mean it because actually you can hold checkpoint by yourself. Heroic difficulty with 3 directives applied. Actually you could use multiple directives. I took one directive off, which kind of pissed me off, is that cool skills directive. I really hate that directive. If you are using, for example, home launcher, stinger hive, skills like these, that directive absolutely is pain in the ass. And guys, in general, if you want to be updated with all the best PvP, PvE builds, life hacks, guides for Division 2, this is the place where you have to be. So maybe consider subscribing if you love barbecue chicken as well. So with not wasting your time at all, let's dive into this. For specialization we will use Technician. Technician will give us that extra skill tier which will be counted towards our shield health or any other skill in the game. You will get more skill damage if you are using assault turret or striker drone, you know the drill, guys. I'm using drone just for distraction reasons, but the main thing why we are using Technician specialization is that we will get linked laser pointer attachment, and we can use that linked laser pointer attachment on our Vector. That's really important thing here because that will activate, of course, flatline, not flatline. It will work with flatline, excuse me, but it will activate Spotter talent on our chest piece. On my Vector though, I'm using dark I'm using Dark Winter, name it SMG, guys, with perfect killer talent, and by getting this buff I will get 40% extra crit damage. It's huge buff, guys. And basically this talent will be proc for me non-stop. For second weapon I'm using Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun. This will help me to one-tap non-elite enemies. If somebody will flank me, boom, I can nail somebody with my elbow. I will receive extra health, disoriented nearby enemies, and easy money. For pistol I'm using Orbit, DZ exclusive pistol. Kill again non-elite enemy with this pistol and you will receive extra 40% crit damage. So if you will combine Dark Winter buff and perfect killer with perfect finisher buff, you will get extra 80% crit damage. That will basically give us more than 200 crit damage on this setup. It's more than enough to take any enemy in the game really quickly. For the mask I'm using Hunter's Fury mask with, of course, armor core attribute, crit damage and protection from elites. For chest piece I'm using Sombra for crit damage reasons. I don't have Sokolov chest piece, I would use that instead if I had God rolled one, so keep that in mind. I would use Sokolov for SMG damage, and of course in mount slot I'm using protection from elites. That's really handy. I'm reaching basically 39% protection from elites. That's really a lot. If you will pair it up with clutch, you can survive a lot of things, and clutch by itself is really handy in this one. I'm using perfect clutch. Cheshka backpack will give me extra crit chance, and I have almost 56% crit chance. It's really dope build, guys, trust me. For gloves I'm using Hunter's Fury gloves with weapon damage core attribute and of course crit chance. Guys, if you want to use clutch, make sure that you have at least 50% crit chance on your build. I would recommend to reach at least 55, but 50% is bare minimum. So if you don't have 50% crit chance, don't even try to use clutch talent, you will be really disappointed. Clutch by itself kinda sucks cat's balls. You need to support this talent with Reverse Pride chest piece with that extra armor regen and bleed effect, with Hunter's Fury gear set buff, extra armor and health back on kill, maybe Demolition Specialization where you are getting basically ammo back when you're losing your armor. So yeah, you have multiple ways how to play, and for the skills I'm using Assault, Striker Drone for distraction reasons, and Shield, but you can replace Shield with maybe Reviver Hive. I have 1.1 million in armor. I feel that's kinda enough because you have decent protection, you have survivability, you have armor back on kill, you have a lot of damage, clutch works decently with 4 offensive core attributes. So yeah, but you can adjust this build to fit your playstyle more. You can use this one with 1.5 million armor, maybe go with full armor setup and reach 1.8 million armor. It depends truly on your preference. Butcher drops the mic, see you in the next one, bye.